guys, I hope you are doing well. I had ordered some more grow lights a while back and hadn't actually unpacked them yet. And so I thought I would do that on a video here to show you guys kind of how this set anyways comes. And these lights are from Yescom, and I bought them through Amazon. I've bought them before. They're ultra thin LED lights with blue and red waves also, and white, all of the above. And they're extra thin, they're really light. They come in a 4-pack. I think you can buy them individually too, but I'm not 100% sure. I will put the link to order these off of Amazon if you're in the US in the description box if you would like to check them out on Amazon. So I opened the initial bag already. They come wrapped up like this, and then they all come individually wrapped, and I stole one out and put it in my grow tent already. But they come wrapped just like this. I'm going to set the camera down for a second here. Of course, and right as I start doing a video, the kitty decides he needs to go outside. I am ever so grateful for you guys for the suggestion to try iMovie. It is so easy to edit, and now I don't have to do things in one take anymore. I can stop and answer a question from my kiddo, or let the cat out, or whatever I need to do, and get going again. So that is amazing. They are being little hooligans. I thought I was going to have to turn this off and go let them out, but they just decided to run past and be crazy. So I will continue. So far so good with these grow lights. I've had some that have been a bit weaker, which I have the less bright ones up in a more, it's not a commercial grow tent, but a nicer grow tent that has reflective material all around the inside, so it really helps reflect the light back, even though they're not quite as bright. And then these little bit brighter ones I have in my little grow tent, which you have seen if you have watched some of my my little tiny, really flimsy little clear grow tent that I have out in the garage that has a lot of my messemes in it. And this is what I use out there. So it comes just like this with these little foam corners wrapped around. Pull those off really quick. It comes with a chain that looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and show you guys, because I didn't find these very helpful. But I did figure out a way to make it work. All right. It comes with a chain like this. It has a hook on this end. It has 4 pieces of chain coming off. And then on this end, they have little metal hooks that clip to these little corners right here. And that isn't the part that was difficult. The part that was difficult was getting them hung on a grow tent, because you don't need nearly this much wire. So what I do is I just take these at the end like this, and I use a pair of pliers. You can use wire cutters or whatever, and open up one of these and only use about this much wire. Then I take it and clip it on like this, and then flip it over so the hook's at the top. And then I take the little bit of chain that's left and I wrap it over one of the wires or bars on my rack or grow tent that I'm wanting to hang it from, and just hang it like that. And it works really great. It doesn't require a lot of tools or extra wire. You could do it a lot of different ways. You could use a really small little carabiner, whatever works for you. But since these came with it, that's what I decided to use. All right, this is what they look like. All in all, as you can see, they're really nice and thin. They're really light. This is primarily advantageous when you're using a really flimsy a wire rack or something to hang these guys off of. Some of the grow lights with the bigger mechanisms can get pretty heavy, and the really cheap little grow tents aren't designed to have a lot of weight on them. They're designed for really light plastic pots, and a lot of us use heavier clay pots and then have heavy lights hanging off of them, and they can collapse. The whole thing can collapse and ruin all of your plants, which can be really sad. So just be wary of that. If you're using a really nice grow tent, or like upstairs in my grow tent, I have a really sturdy wire rack from Costco that, I mean, could have hundreds of pounds on it and it would be fine. And so up there, it doesn't matter so much. But with some grow tents, it can. The little plug-in box just comes wrapped up. It's just a 2-prong. It doesn't require grounding, which is nice. These guys also don't heat up too much, which is awesome. These seem to put off quite a bit less heat than the larger ones that I have, and I'm not exactly sure why that is, but so far so good. They have kept all of my messemes from etiolating at all. We are having an extremely cloudy winter so far. Even some of my non-really heavy light requiring plants that are in southern windows have started stretching out. And so it's time to get a few more grow lights up in my tent and put a few more of the babies I usually keep out in until the weather changes a bit. All right, I'm not going to open all of these guys up as they're all the same, of course, but there is a quick little review. I'm really liking these guys so far. I haven't compared them to a ton of others. I've only used maybe 3 or 4 different types of grow lights, which this is a paper that comes with them. You can get just the white, which a lot of plants do fine with just white, but if you're wanting them to bloom, you really need the red and blue rays to help that. I believe this is the one that I purchased. It might be these, but I'm pretty sure it's this one right here, is the one that I have chosen and really, really liked. Yeah, I've had many of my guys bloom under these lights and you know, go really fine. And so I recommend them for sure. Alrighty, you guys, that's it for today. Thanks, and have a good day and happy growing.